drivers behind the lines. Let's start this match in 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off back under the sea. All 6 robots are moving on the field right now, starting the Red Alliance. Team 1261, the Rebel Alliance, attempting to get that coral on level 4, but it was not quite enough and fall down underneath the, not into the trough. And on the Blue Alliance, all teams moved over by the coral reef. Going to tell you up here, we are still tied at 12-12. The Rebel Alliance now picking up that coral that they retrieved from the human player station right before the teleop period ended. As they make their way back over the coral reef, Team 8736, the mechanisms, getting those algae off the coral reef and depositing them into the net for 4 points each. Team 1261, the Rebel Alliance, getting that next coral up on top of L4 for 5 more points for their alliance. Team 5074, the Robo Mustangs, depositing those coral onto the trough for 2 points for every single one they can successfully do. Mechanisms now removing another algae, almost tipping over in the process as they make their way over to the net. As they raise their arm up to the surface of the sea, they deposited in the net for another 4 points for their alliance. The Rebel Alliance now depositing their 4th coral on level 4 for an additional 5 points as they pick up their next one, going for number 5. It was not quite enough and falls back down to the sea floor. The mechanisms now depositing another algae into the top of the barge in the net. Team 6705, Wildcat 5E, depositing another coral on level 3 of the coral on the Blue Alliance as Team 4189 does the same on level 4, earning 9 points between the two of them. Team 8736, the mechanisms now depositing that coral on level 4 as well for another 5 points. As we are 1 minute left remaining in the match, it's still neck and neck. The Red Alliance has 48 and the Blue Alliance slightly ahead of 51. Team 1261, the Rebel Alliance, getting their coral in their position as they drop it on top of the coral reef. It was not quite enough, just behind, and falls down into the reef. Team 8736, the mechanisms, now trying to see if they can get any more coral into that processor or net. They're decided to go for the net this time as they reach up to the surface floor. Team 1261, the Rebel Alliance, once again trying for level 4. Not quite enough, it falls back down into the trough for 2 points. In the last 30 seconds of the match, these teams are still separated by 12 points. The Blue Alliance taking the lead. Now Red Alliance trying to catch up. As Rebel Alliance are now getting another L4 for another 5 points, getting these teams closer and closer. In the last 12 seconds of the match, we are going to see Team 7538 from the Red Alliance hanging and going for a deep bang for 12 points for their alliance as the human player from the Blue Alliance deposits an algae into the net. Team 5074 now making their way to underneath the barge, depart for 2 points along with Team 1261. And that is all the time we have for match 3 in round 1 in number bracket. Only 3 points separate these two teams going in. We're going to have to wait to see how the parking turns out to see the winner of this match. And the scores are in. The Fisher swoon from behind the reef to reveal the winner, and the winner is the Red Alliance with a score of 82-84. Alliance 2 will advance to remain in the upper bracket and play in match number 8. And Alliance number 7, the Blue Alliance, will advance to match number 6 in the lower bracket.